Why look at the glass half empty when you can have the full cup? Freshly brewed drama delivered straight to you so that you can sip comfortably. How many more tea puns can I add into this intro? Because remember, if you're not sipping on the full cup, you're only getting half the story. Hi guys, what is up? What is good? What is Gucci? It is your girl Petty Paige back at it again with yet another video for you hoes. I know I've been away for a couple of days, but honestly there has not been enough drama for me to make a full video out of anything. So I thought I'd wait until the end of the week to give you guys the full cup. Now if you don't know what the full cup is or you're brand new here, basically the full cup is a video that I will do weekly or whenever the mood hits me, where I will do several different dramas in one video, time-stamped, so that you guys can go directly to the drama that interests you. With that being said, today we are going to be talking about 4 different people. We are going to be talking about Tessica Brown, aka Gorilla Glue Girl. Then we are going to be talking about James Charles and his incessive need for clout. Straight after that, we will be talking about Justin Timberlake and his apologies to both Britney Spears as well as Janet Jackson. Is it a little too late? We'll find out. As well as Ethan Klein being possibly one of the greatest friends that Trisha Paytas has ever had. If you are new here and you are liking the content, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, as well as hitting the subscribe button with the notification bell so that you guys will never miss a notification from the Petty Paige channel and any other full cup episodes. Right, okay, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so by now we should all know who Tessica Brown is, aka Gorilla Glue Girl. If you don't know who she is, honestly you have been hiding under a rock, because even the Facebook locals are talking about Tessica Brown. Well, Tessica Brown is a 40-plus-year-old woman who made it viral on TikTok for putting Gorilla Glue into her hair. Basically, her story was that she thought that she could put Gorilla Glue in her hair because she no longer had any got-to-be glued hairspray. She thought it would be exactly the same thing and decided to put that in her hair. Well, it turns out with this being an extremely tough spray adhesive that the Gorilla Glue would not shift out of her hair for over a month. So that was a story a few days ago. Now if you guys don't know, I actually have a podcast. It's called The Petty Podcast. You can find us on all streaming platforms. It is completely free, so you can go and listen to it whenever you want to listen to it, because me and my girls actually sat down and had a conversation about this. This was prior to the latest news that has come out in the past 2 days, because quite a lot of stuff has happened in the past couple of days. For instance, Tessica Brown actually took herself over to the hospital in order to get the Gorilla Glue removed from her hair. The hospital basically said it was going to take over 20 hours for it to be removed from her hair, so she decided to go home. Now the assumption was by a lot of people on social media, and this has not been verified by Tessica Brown herself, was that she didn't have enough money for the medical fees in order to stay at the hospital, so because of that she decided to try and handle it at home. Well, a lot of people felt like that was a validated point of view, because shortly after, Tessica Brown then went on to make a GoFundMe account, of which she had over $20,000 donated to her from people who were super duper empathetic of her story. But the story does not end there. There was actually a doctor from Los Angeles who basically offered Tessica Brown a flight, a hotel, as well as hospital fees and bills paid so that he could remove the Gorilla Glue from her hair. He basically said the procedure won't take as long as it would in the hospital, and it would be all expenses paid. But of course Tessica Brown took him up on that offer and subsequently went over to LA in order to have the Gorilla Glue taken out of her hair. Now there was a lot of people who began side-eyeing the situation. I started side-eyeing the situation last week, approximately around February 5th, when there was a journalist who reached out directly to Gorilla Glue to see if they could get a statement in regards to Tessica Brown, and they reached back out to this reporter for a comment, and this is what they had to say to them. Please pause to read if you are interested, but basically I want to focus on the last couple of lines. So in the last paragraph it says, her marketing team reached out to us and offered to speak with her to share these suggestions, as well as checked on her well-being, as safety is our top priority. This kind of made me think to myself, what? Wait, hold on. who reached out. It was so bizarre to me that it was a marketing team that reached out to Gorilla Glue. It was almost as if she was trying to get in her bag from the very beginning. And hey, I'm no hater, get in your bag, sis, but I don't know what she was expecting from Gorilla Glue. Sis, they're not going to give you money for being stupid. But it seems as if Tessica Brown is more than willing to make things legal, because she seems to have lawyered up, and her lawyer pretty much dropped the lawyer ball by posting on social media that Gorilla Glue should have given Tessica a sponsorship, but because Gorilla Glue, the company, are unwilling to accept any fault on their part, now they're gonna have to take this to the courts. It's most likely in this situation that Tessica Brown is going to get a settlement, because although the can of spray adhesive does say not to get in your eyes and not to get on your skin, it doesn't explicitly say anything about hair. Now, whether she's got a case, I don't know, but if there's a lawyer willing to get involved to collect his coins pro bono, I'm led to believe that there genuinely might be something there legally. So I think that they might just settle out of court purely because Gorilla Glue just doesn't want that heat, just doesn't want that energy, just doesn't want that tension on social media. But if I was Gorilla Glue, I would take it as a blessing in disguise for a promotion, because honestly, purely after Tessica Brown getting Gorilla Glue stuck in her hair, I'm gonna go out of my way to go find some Gorilla Glue to keep in my house, for anything. Like, that shit's strong as hell. So if it's that strong, like, I'm gonna put up a shelf or some shit. I don't know. I need some in my house. Anyway, you would think that the saga ends there, but it honestly doesn't. So now on social media, everybody is super duper pissed off because, as you guys know, she ended up going to Los Angeles and having an all expenses paid trip to go and get her hair done. So the $20,000+ it is that she made on GoFundMe, a lot of people are saying that they want that money back. Well, it seems as if Tessica Brown has taken that GoFundMe money and gone over to a dealership to put a payment down on a very expensive car. So that, alongside all of the clout that she's got, alongside getting verified, alongside becoming an internet celebrity overnight, she now has like a fancy car that a lot of people put in good faith to helping her pay her medical bills. Like, oh God, I don't even know at this point. Like, I don't even know. But tell me what it is that you guys think about this whole entire situation. Are you empathetic to Gorilla Glue Girl? Do you feel as if she should be able to get in her bag? I know a lot of people have reported that she's a teacher. However, I will still say that that's somewhat unconfirmed. But if she is a teacher, do you think that she is setting a good example for the kids? Like, tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm really, really interested to hear your thoughts on the Gorilla Glue Girl story. Also, remember that I do have a podcast that is out this evening, which will have all of me and my girls talking about the Gorilla Glue Girl situation. Okay, so let's move on to the next story. Okay, so over the past couple of days, James Charles has been on social media doing the most. And what I mean is, recently he has been showcasing his bald head, which a lot of people have clocked to be a bald cat. And there's going to be some kind of prank, like a social media experiment prank for a video. And as we all know, James Charles loves to pull pranks on social media. But recently he made a video with a friend of his who is heavily pregnant at this moment in time, and basically wanted to go through the pregnant experience for a stupid YouTube video. A lot of people were not happy with this video, and the reason they weren't happy with this video was because he said this at the beginning of the video.
Because I really think that before we get into today's video, it is important to give a quick little disclaimer. This video is not being made in any way, shape, or form to make fun of, to make light of pregnancies and the sensitivities and the complications that come around it. It's obviously such a beautiful, beautiful thing that women go through with their bodies, and it takes a whole lot of strength as well. I know firsthand from watching Laura do it twice now, and this is just a lighthearted video to see if I can last for 24 hours experiencing some of the challenges that are even possible for me to actually experience today. So on that note, we also thought it would be really important as well to donate a portion of today's video proceeds to different charities helping women through pregnancy complications, which I think is cool.
Okay, James, are you ready?
Yes, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, let's go.
So it's quite clear to me that James Charles was pretty concerned that his video might get hated on social media, and decided to combat that by making sure that all of the proceeds from the video went to helping people. Well, it seems as if his premonitions came true, because people were so annoyed with him, because people felt as if he shouldn't be using pregnancies or a fake pregnancy in any way for clout on social media, because there are people who want to have children who are unable to have children, and that is a real trauma for them. And it's almost as if James Charles is making light of this trauma. This was not helped when James Charles, in his pregnancy photo shoot segment of the video, decided to say it's very Halsey. And Halsey apparently, allegedly, has suffered with endometriosis, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is an illness that can affect your ability to make and produce babies. And because of that, she has had several miscarriages, hence why it is like a joy and a blessing that she is finally able to have her child. Okay, so here are my true and honest thoughts about it. I did not think the day would ever come where I would actually stick up for James Charles, but this is definitely going to be one of those moments. James Charles was making a video that was actually, in my opinion, extremely inoffensive. He was not making a joke or making light of pregnancy or the traumas that people experience due to pregnancy. This is not in the same boat or in the same caliber to me as, say, one of those prank videos where a person's like, oh my god, I'm gonna show him a fake pregnancy test and pretend to be pregnant. A real moment of joy that a lot of people would love to have, but unfortunately cannot. He was showing his audience how it was extremely hard to do basic things being pregnant. Now, I am 21 weeks pregnant currently, and there are certain things I can't do. I'm struggling to tie my shoes now because there is a baby in the way. I'm struggling to get up off surfaces like couches and chairs and things, because now I have to have like a weird wide-legged stance in order to do these things. He was showing everybody that, you know, it makes things a little bit more difficult, and you need to like be a little bit more self-aware of your body. Alongside that, he also went under one of those TENS machines where it goes up super duper high to experience kind of like a simulation of what it would be like to go through early labor pain, something that I honestly think that all birthing partners should go through, because I swear to God, it is not as easy or as simple as you think it is. It is so crushingly hard to give birth. Okay, 22 hours in this bitch, and I was exhausted. I don't think he was making fun. I don't think it was a joke. I think he was just having a light-hearted video where he and his friend could share an experience based off the idea that his friend said you can last 24 hours being pregnant, and he was like, okay bitch, bet. One thing I will say is throughout the video he was constantly referencing how women's bodies are amazing for being able to do this, women's bodies are this, women's bodies are that, and obviously trans men do exist. But I also don't think that this was something that was intentionally dismissive. I just think it's something that, you know, somebody should point out, like, hey dude, trans men do exist, you know, and that could have been the end of the situation. I don't think he was inherently being transphobic by not acknowledging trans men in that moment. Sometimes, especially if you're a person who is in a position of privilege, you might not remember to think about every single minority group, and I think it's just a case of him not thinking about that minority group rather than him not seeing that minority group as an equal. We are still living in a world where cisgender is the societal standard, so you're kind of having to actively combat that as a cisgender person, to actively try your best to think about everybody in all instances, and that's just a place to learn and grow from, not a place that I think that people are actively trying to be dismissive of. Anyway, tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below in regards to this story. Do you feel the same way that I do? Do you feel like it was a light-hearted video that was taken far too seriously? Or do you think that James Charles has a lot of learning and a lot of growing up to do, and he needs to do it now? Tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. Okay, so moving on to the next story. We'll get straight into it after a few words from one of my sponsors. This video is proudly sponsored by Juvias Place. Okay, so this week I'm coming at you with the Vanessa X Juvias Place palette. It is an absolutely stunning neutral palette with some berry tones. Vanessa X Juvias Place palette collection actually comes complete with 2 lip glosses, one in a neutral nude and another in a more pinkish neutral nude. To create this look, I cut myself a crease and then I went in with the shade Perfectionist in order to give that lovely shimmer neutral glow to my eyelids. After I snatched my eyebrows, I then went in with a setting powder and I used a Juvias Place setting powder in shade Gobi. Then I took out my very own Dramatic Boutique eyelashes and I got the Maggie lashes. Honestly sis, don't watch the placement of these eyelashes, hun. Like literally I've already used them once before, so I'm just putting them back on. They don't come like that, I'm just saying. Then I went in with a Herring Glow 1 in order to give myself a beautiful glow to my face. And here is the finished product. She looks cute, but we're not done yet. I went in with a Juvias Place lip liner, then went back in with the Vanessa X Juvias Place collection and used the Naomi lip gloss in order to achieve that gorgeous ombre nude lip. Anyway, this is the finished look, guys. I really like how it turned out. If you would like to purchase the Vanessa X Juvias Place collection, you can go over to www.juviasplace.com and use code PETTY at checkout to get 10% off your order. Look at me and my big pregnant belly. Anyway, go and purchase this palette. You literally have no excuse. It is Black History Month, so we are supporting black brands all day, every day, including myself. You're welcome. Thank you so much to Juvias Place for sponsoring yet another video. Okay, so let's get into the next story, which is to do with Justin Timberlake. Now, a lot of people have been following the whole Free Britney movement and the hashtag and are now well more versed and well more in the know of everything that has happened with Britney Spears. Well, recently a documentary came out that has literally blew the entire lid off the whole Free Britney movement. The documentary is called Framing Britney Spears and has literally reframed Justin Timberlake, who at the beginning of like the early 2000s came across as like this golden boy who could never be touched, as actually a villain who helped hinder the life of Britney Spears and the life that she's living even to this day, and how the nation and the world and the media pretty much perceives her. If you guys are interested, I do have a Twitch channel, and tonight, this evening, we will be watching the Framing Britney Spears documentary. So if you guys are interested in watching that with me, definitely stay tuned. After this video, I will be live on my Twitch, and my Twitch details will be in the description box down below. Anyway, because of the subsequent backlash that he has received at the hands of the Framing Britney documentary, Justin Timberlake has decided to make a public apology, not only to Britney Spears, but also to Janet Jackson, who he famously ripped the top off and exposed her actual bare breast in the 2004 Super Bowl. Here is the notepad apology that he posted to his Instagram. Feel free to pause to read at your leisure. However, I do have a couple of thoughts. Now, I was not ever really too into Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake's relationship to know too much about how the story was twisted between the two of them, so I'm actually really excited to watch the Framing Britney documentary this evening because I'm going to be able to find out all that information from there. However, I have always distinctly felt disgusted by the way that Justin Timberlake was essentially able to get away scot-free from the whole 2004 Super Bowl debacle. A situation that pretty much left Janet Jackson blackballed from the entire music industry for so many years, literally up until like the past 2 years. Whilst he, the person who actually executed the baring of the breast, has gone on to have a legendary career with legendary status and won award after award after award after award. When Janet Jackson, one of the greatest performers of literally all time, was paid dust.
Do you think in any way that Justin Timberlake left you hanging out there?
All the emphasis was put on me, not on Justin. And Justin, we were friends. And not that we aren't now, we haven't spoken, but I consider him a friend. And
Now, a lot of people feel as if this apology has come a little bit too little too late. I would also be in agreement with that. However, I just kind of feel as if all of this anger is somewhat misdirected, because yes, he may have taken advantage of the position that he held within the media, but it is the media ultimately that put him in that position. If the media didn't continuously twist the narrative in Justin's favor, he wouldn't have continuously got away with completely appearance behavior. And as sad as it might sound, like now that he's given his public apology, he's going to continue with a extremely good career with longevity, and he's going to come out of this again relatively unscathed, because this is how social media favors white men in entertainment, and it just is what it is. I mean, for instance, take somebody like Justin Bieber. Everybody seems to forget that Justin Bieber at one point was a complete and utter garbage human being who used to spit at his fans, who used to get violent and aggressive and just be an all-around just massive douche. And I always think to myself, if there was any other people in entertainment, such as black artists, black men in entertainment who had acted in that same way, they would have been viewed as thugs, as violent, as aggressive, as hoodlums, as ratchet, and that would be the label placed upon them. However, Justin Bieber is able to act that way and come out of it years later through his growing pains, his teenage angst, if you will, relatively unscathed. Nobody seems to remember the trash garbage human being that he used to be. But once again, this is the way that social media likes to frame white men in entertainment, and it just is what it is. But tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think that his apology is a little bit too little too late? Or do you think that it's good that he apologized finally, even if it is years later? Also, do you agree with me? Do you think that Justin Timberlake was placed in this position of power and privilege by the media, and that he is just a product of what the media likes to do? Or do you think that he is a misogynistic who literally should have been cancelled long ago? Tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. I am really interested to hear your thoughts. Okay, the final frontier, the final story. Let's get into the whole Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas and Vlog Squad and David Dobrik and why I left the Vlog Squad clan of people who are coming forward on H3 podcast to tell their side of the story. Oh my god. Okay, so as most of you guys will know, the Frenemies podcast between Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas has been one of the more successful podcasts to come out of 2020, and it is still going strong despite not being as drama-filled as it was when they were finding their feet. Well, it seems as if Ethan Klein has somewhat empathized with Trisha's situation in regards to Jason Nash, David Dobrik, the Vlog Squad situation, and has really taken up for Trisha Paytas, which is actually quite heartwarming for me to see, because I've never seen anyone stick up for Trisha like this. Like, Ethan has not taken his foot off David Dobrik's neck, like seriously, even from going as far as to condemn his $100,000 puzzle box thing, which basically is David Dobrik produced this box which was like $30 each, and there was a chance that people could make $100,000 by putting it together, and there was like a QR code, and if you scan the QR code it would tell you how much it is that you have made. This was for 18 plus people. However, Ethan Klein sees it as an unregulated form of gambling, which I think he has a point to a certain degree. But due to the puzzle's limited availability, I don't think it's as deep as he's making it out to be. If this was something that you could literally buy 50 of over and over and over again, like a scratch card or something like that, I could understand how it being unregulated would be an issue. But this to me is not that.
Yes, gambling can be a fun activity, but there's a reason that it's tightly regulated to make sure that it's honest and that it's being audited fairly and that it's not taking advantage of minors. So I understand gambling is fun. You know, that's why people consider it a vice, and that's why it's so tightly regulated. But that's why this is a problem, is because he is selling it to minors. There is no age barrier. You can buy as many puzzles as you want, and it's not being audited and regulated like normal gambling is. So while it is fun, and I'm glad you had fun and that you're 18 years old, there's a lot of problems with this product that I don't think are okay, and I think is kind of immoral, and it's not a good precedent. I don't think it, I don't like it.
Anyway, moving swiftly on, basically over the past 2 days, Ethan Klein has had 2 members of the Vlog Squad come and give interviews to him, one on the H3h3 podcast, another on H3h3 After Dark, which is like a second podcast it is that he has, basically giving their stories. One of them was horrendously bullied by David and his people and people who were a part of the Vlog Squad, to the point that he had to literally leave the town. And then another member of the Vlog Squad basically has said that he was by David Dobrik as well as Jason Nash, and it's really given a lot of validity to some of the things it is that Trisha Paytas was saying, because I feel like a lot of people were sick to death of hearing Trisha talk about Jason Nash and David Dobrik, Jason Nash and David Dobrik, and about how toxic these people were. And because obviously she was the ex-girlfriend of Jason Nash, it kind of made her look like the bitter ex-girlfriend. But now that these people are coming forward with their own stories of Jason as well as David Dobrik, it adds a hell of a lot of validity to what it was that Trisha Paytas was saying. I honestly don't have much to add to this story besides it's happening, because I have a feeling that this story is going to develop as more and more people develop the courage to come forward and tell their side of the story. Once again, it is abundantly clear to me the world of misogyny it is that we live in, because only when 2 men come forward detailing their experiences on Vlog Squad do people actually start taking the allegations put against Jason Nash and David Dobrik seriously. It seems as if a lot of the women who used to hang out with Vlog Squad, their credibility is like literally shot. Trisha Paytas, credibility completely shot. Gabby Hanna, credibility completely shot. And unless you can do a PR cleanup for them, such as the one that Liza Koshy did for David Dobrik when they broke up, so he could still be revered as the golden boy of Vine and YouTube, is literally the only way to rid yourself of these band of merry misogynists without losing your credibility or your career. But that's about it for this story. I just want people to keep their eyes on this story, because I really genuinely feel like it's going to develop, it's going to get bigger, and we will be expecting apologies from both Jason Nash as well as David Dobrik very, very soon. So let's just keep our eyes on this story, because something is going to happen. I feel it in my soul. But tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think that Ethan is doing the Lord's work? Do you think that Ethan is providing a level of credibility towards Trisha Paytas that she has never had before? Do you think that Trisha Paytas and Ethan make good friends? Or do you think that Trisha Paytas and Ethan are both toxic individuals who should have been cancelled long ago? Tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. Okay, so that is about it for the full cup. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned and to listening. If you listen from start to finish, I rate you so much, hun. Thank you so much. But if you only stuck around for the story that you're interested in, I also really appreciate you even taking the time to be here and to be interested in what it is that I have to say. If you like this video, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, I don't give a shit anyway, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification with the bell so that you guys get a notification every single time that Petty Paige posts new content. Also, please do not forget, I have my very own store where I sell makeup and cosmetics and stuff like that, so definitely go and check it out. That is www.dramaticboutique.com. At the moment we have a 31% off sale, and that is going until Valentine's Day, so literally you have like a day and a half to go and shop before the sale is gone, because the sale, I'm not going to have another sale for a while. With that being said, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have an amazing day or evening, whatever the hell it is that you're doing, and until next time, you beautiful bad bitches, it's been Paige. Bye.
So these bitches is petty.